Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Nick's Toy Box. Today we're going to be looking at the Amazing Spider-Man black costume knockoff Mafex figure. It's always been one of the ones I've been interested in. I finally took the plunge and ordered it, as well as some other cool dudes from, I think it was AliExpress. So look forward to some more videos. Um, Pretty stoked to get into this one. Packaging typically beat up, just how it's shipped. I don't get it, but it looks really cool. I love how it looks, kind of like a comic book. Um, They got stickers slapped all over the place. Whatever, it's gonna get put up in storage anyways. It's not that big of a deal. I'm really excited to dig into this just because of like the sheer amount of accessories that we get. I do like the like window packaging. It's kind of hard to see with my ring light, but whatever. Let's dig into this here. And oh my god, holy accessories, Batman. Um, wow, was really impressed, especially for the price that I paid for it. So you get like the web backpack plus you get like I think it's like 6 webs, 3 heads, and like a bunch of hands. And alternative feet too that have magnets, as well as some of the other hands, which we'll get into here soon. Another cool inclusion that these guys come with is going to be the display stance, which is really dope to just come with. So yeah, here he is, right out of the packaging. No changing anything, no fancy posing. Just in my light box on a little turntable. He looks really, really good. I was really worried about quality control issues. Some of the hands rectangles had some white paint scuffing, and then on the rib areas where the spider logo goes under, you start seeing some stuff. But other than that, really no issues. And dude, the articulation on this figure is probably like the best I've ever had in hand. I made a video not that long ago about the new Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wave Black Suit Spider-Man, and I was talking about how it compares to normal Mafex figures. But maybe I'm wrong after playing with this guy. I literally had to make myself actually start filming the video again because I spent so much time posing him. He's so much fun. He's so easy. My biggest complaints, which you're going to see here, is just some of the joints popping off. Also easy, but I think that just has to do with it being a knockoff. But I will say I do prefer them coming out easier for swapping out stuff as opposed to like being really stuck in there. But yeah, see stuff like that gets kind of annoying. But anyways, life goes on. He's like really fun to pose. I had so much fun with him. I don't know if I do a lot of pictures, but like just getting him like that, like you could easily have him doing that like on some webs, just chilling. He's loads of fun. Gotta say, I'm really impressed. Um, I'm trying to think of like any big complaints other than the paint application issues that I have. You can see some of that purple here and there, which I don't know if that's because of like cheaper plastic or it's supposed to kind of have that hue. I don't really mind it. I think my biggest issue is going to be the Spidey logos not lining up together. So if you have it lining up one way, it's not going to line up on the back or to the front. But I mean, if you're posing him, you're not really going to notice that. It's kind of just like if you spin him around, you'll notice. There's some of that scuffing I was talking about. But overall, man, he has loads of fun. So let's dive into some of the accessories with him. So I wasn't sure how I'd feel about the web backpack, but it's actually really cool. It's really well done. I'm not really gonna have him with it on my shelf, but playing with them was fun. Admittedly, it took me a minute to figure out the best way to do it, like getting it on and off. Just swing his arms all the way to the back and kind of pinch them together. That's the best way to do it. He looks cool with it on. You can do some cool stuff with him, like swinging around. I think it is a cool accessory. It kind of is known with the black suit, so to have it is cool. I'm never going to be mad at an extra accessory. It's not like, how dare you give us more, you know? So just cool to have. Um, this is going to be the alternative head sculpt, which is real similar to the Secret Wars Spider-Man that we had just gotten. I'll put them side by side so you can see. Real similar. I like them. I do prefer the other head sculpt way more, though. The eyes are just so freaking cool. But it is cool. I'm not going to be mad, once again, to have alternate heads. Maybe some people prefer this one more, the Todd McFarlane style. But this head sculpt right here, I'm actually blown away. I wasn't sure how well it would look. It looks really good. Biggest complaint is going to be that right there. It's not black at the bottom of the neck. So if you do a really high pose up, it'll show, which that's just me like nitpicking, I think. Because otherwise, this head sculpt is phenomenal. Love like the 5 o'clock shadow. I really love the detail of the hair. Really, really cool. Um, I love like fully suited up Spider-Man, but this guy with his mask off really is a big contender for shelf display. I haven't fully made up my mind. Even going back and recording this and watching it again, I'm like, man, I might have to take the head back out of the box and um, slap it back on there because it is really cool. And it's not limited on mobility. You still get tons of movement. Um, so freaking cool. Like I said, posing, loads of fun. Here's just some few shots I did on the with the stand that he came with. Pretty solid stand. I think that's kind of like a general stand that you get from most of these kinds of orders from these companies. Um, Man, he's so cool. Just looking at him kind of has me in awe again. Probably one of my most favorite recent pickups, and probably one of the cheapest, which is actually kind of crazy. Here are the magnet hands and feet. They're really cool, not super strong. Needed all three to support them, but the inclusion to have them is really cool, and they are still pretty useful. Yeah, man, really blown away with this figure. For how much I paid for him and how much I got, and just how fun he is to pose and play with. There's no way I'm gonna be mad at this. He is so freaking cool. I literally spent way too much time playing with him, which I guess isn't really a bad thing because he's a toy. Um, Shocker, gotta add him into it just for the funnies. Um, this also, I wanted to put him next to a Marvel Legends, and who else but Shocker, because they have the most iconic interaction like ever. But yeah, they size compares really well. I was worried that he was gonna maybe be way too small, but he actually poses pretty well. You could kind of just go for like a younger Peter Parker, which is totally acceptable. Um, you see me kind of fidget with him a bit, just because he has slightly looser joints being a knockoff. But yeah, check that out. I think that's a pretty good size difference. You know what I mean? Yeah, not too bad. I appreciate you watching and tuning in. Here we're just going to do a little quick rollout here, doing one more little pose as I finish up my babbling. Do you have this guy? Do you have the official version? Or do you have this version? If you have both, how do they compare to one another? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Did I miss something? Did I overreact to something? I don't know. Either way, thanks for watching Nick's Toy Box. I'll catch you around. Later.